Do it, afraid, do it, afraid, do it, afraid, baby. No fear, no excuses, no alibis. Just do it, just chat, just get it, just go. Forge ahead. I'm waiting for you. You know, you wouldn't know where you belong, your worth, or who you even are until you find yourself, until you discover your identity. That is what will determine how you should carry yourself, how you should even weigh yourself. That is what will determine how valuable you see yourself. You know, so today actually I want to delve into my journey into self-discovery, who I was, where I am now, how I have been able to transform into this present Maryam. No, I'm still a work in process. I'm a work in progress. I'm still a process. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But I must confess, the distance between who I was and where I am now is very, very, very wide. I mean, a whole lot of meters, or how do I measure it? It is very, very, very wide, and I'm so glad and I'm super proud about that. So I really want to share my journey into self-discovery and how I've come to love myself, I've come to value myself, I've come to determine my worth, I've come to put myself out there and tell people how I should be treated. So girls, let's get this. No, I used to be that timid Maryam. I mean, I literally was working in my shell. I barely could look into people's eyes. I barely could speak in the public. There was this low self-esteem, to be candid. There was this low self-esteem. I used to beg for attention. People that did not give me the energy that I was supposed to get, I used to give them more than what they were even giving me. I used to be like, okay. I used to be the one that pursue, and I used to give more than I got. It was a whole lot of insecurities, a whole lot of low self-esteem. But here I am now. Glory be to God. I mean, this phase of my life is what I call my, what's the word? My self-love era, or my big girl era, or my soft girl era. And I'm so proud of this era and so glad about this era. You know, I wake up every day with joy in my heart, with peace in my mind. You know, some days are still not that okay, but this era is different from the era I used to have rather. You know, these days I wake up with, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. I have clarity. Everything is not gelling yet, but I have clarity as to, okay, who I am, where I'm going, what I can take, what I cannot take. There are boundaries that people cannot cross. You cannot do this to me. You cannot do that to me. I cannot give more than this. I cannot take more than this. I know everything I want for myself. I know everything I want to do. I know what I can take. I know what I cannot take. I know what people can do to me, and I know my worth. And I'm the one that dictates how I'm to be treated. No one does that for me, and I'm super proud about that. I mean, it's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of effort. This is what I call the becoming era, because it's been a long journey. So today I'll be sharing my past, my present, the journey, and even tips as to how to step into your self-discovery and self-love era. So sit tight. Let me share this process with you. You can pick one or two from it. You can learn from it, and you can discard some. It depends on you. No, right from primary school through secondary school, I could say I was quite popular. Yeah, people knew me, and that could give its credit to two factors. The first factor is, well, I was a brilliant student. I'm still a brilliant student, and my father was influential. I was well known, so people knew me. Teachers knew me. Students in school too knew me. But I was not this classic girl. I was not in the league people could really want to rate, or people could really want to get associated with. I was not one of these happening girls, because I was not even looking it. I was not putting effort into my parents. I used to look like what I was going through. I used to look like one homeless girl, because sometimes I might not even wear socks. Sometimes I might not even wash my socks. Sometimes I'm not even take care of my clothes, my school uniform, any of those things. So those kind of things actually tell a lot on how people treat you and how you'll be treated. That was the life through primary and secondary school. People who even related with me. It's not like, okay, people hated me or I did not have friends, but I could not compare it to how others who were the happening people in quotes. I could not compare it to how they were treated. Most people even related with me because of what they could gain from me. I used to have some little change then as a baby girl. So some people actually related with me because of what they could gain, and we had friends, but it's the treatment was not, looking back now, it was not the kind of treatment that was befitting like that. I had to beg for the friendship, I had to beg for the attention, all those kind of thing. And I was betrayed a whole lot of time. Because, okay, people I called my friends want to relate with the happening girls and all of those things. And it happened in primary school, it happened in secondary school. That even when a guy asked me out, I felt like, okay. I felt like he was doing me a favor. So I was like, okay, if I look back now, it was not really worth it. But then it felt like, okay, oh my God, I felt so worthy that, okay, someone could see my beauty and ask me out. But some more, looking at it now, it was below par. But I didn't want to go back into that. So that was how bad it was. And I was a brilliant student, like I said, and that's even one of the things that made me famous among teachers. That was the reason teachers loved me then as a student. And when I got to junior secondary school 3, JSS3, that's when I started to okay, level up a little bit, and I tried to level up too during my senior secondary school. I tried to level up a bit. That was how I even tried to fit in a little. That was how I tried to fit in a little, but it was still not how it was. Then seniors, they used to eye girls in lower classes. Then I was not even the type any senior could eye. I was not even the type any senior could eye, or one even female seniors. I was not even the type they could say, okay, they really roll with like that. And it was what it was. Then from there, I graduated from secondary school and started my A levels. That was when I saw the life outside my comfort zone. That was the first time I experienced life outside my hometown. That was the first time I could have contact with people from outside. I had been living in my hometown for a very long time. From my birth, I had not stepped out of that place. Maybe 1 or 2 times, and it was not really big deal like that. It was not really stepping out like that. The first time I would really, really go out of my comfort zone was when I came to Ibadan for my A levels. That was when I met people from different places in Nigeria. People that came from Lagos, that came from from Abuja, different classes of people. That was the first time I had contact with different classes of people. Like, that was the first time I stepped into the real world. And even when I got there too, I was this misfit. I was this outcast. And the only thing that gave me an edge then too was because I was an A student. I was popular among teachers because I was a brilliant student. And even when I got there, people used to look down on me until when I showed them that, okay, this stuff I'm made of. No, I got something up there. That's when, some people even started to rate me. Even still up until, I was not really rated like that. But that was the only thing that gave me an edge during my A-level days. That was the only thing that gave me an edge because, in terms of speaking skills, vocabulary, appearance, everything, I was not even it. Exposure and whatever you could call it, I was not even it. I was not even close. So people could not even rate me, and I still had this low self-esteem. And from there, I got admission into the university to study law at the University of Ibadan. My first year too was more like the same thing, except for people in my circle, the little people that I met earlier, and some classmates, even those that I called my friend, those that were I had some tight circle that come rain, come shine, these people were there for me. No discrimination, were one, and I did not feel like I did not belong here. I did not even feel like I'm an outcast here. No, that was so awesome. But there were still some people that I called friends, but notwithstanding, I felt like I was not in their league and things were not feeling comfortable. It felt like I was begging for attention. It felt like I was the only one forcing things, and they did not really rate me and all of those stuff. I was even paying more attention to how to satisfy people, how to make them love me and all of those things. I did not even focus on myself, how to develop myself. And that was how it went. But the real deal started in 2021. Should I say April or June or July? It should be July. That was when the whole level up thing started. That was when the whole switching up thing started. I want to be serious with my life now. And it started with my appearance. That was the first thing I had to work on. It was my appearance. I had to first work on my appearance. I was an hijab wearing Muslim. I'm still an hijab wearing Muslim. So because you see me tying scarf, I tie scarf sometimes and I wrap my scarf sometimes. But the thing that I don't open my body. But sometimes I wrap my scarf, sometimes I just tie it like this. So I've always been an hijab wearing. Since I decided to take Islam serious in secondary school. So I'd been an hijab wearing Muslima. And I guess even one of the reasons I did have issues with how people treated me was the fact that I was this conservative Muslim, and because I was not really the sophisticated type, and I was still now covering my head. It was double jeopardy. I was not the sophisticated type, and I was still covering my head. So I tried to. The first step I took was trying to spice up my modest fashion a little bit. That was when I stepped into the real fashion world. I didn't alter my principle as a Muslim, but at the same time, I had to look good for the sake of myself, not to please people, but to even build my own confidence. Because how was I going to be confident enough when I could not even feel the confidence from inside, from within? I did not even dress to feel confident. So I had to first work on my confidence itself through my appearance. That was the first thing, and that started in 2021. That was when I started to look put together. I started to invest in my appearance, and that really worked. It worked. It was not really like my appearance was like really chic, but it was still better than before, and it gave me a little headway, and it changed my course of life to some extent, and it's actually increased my worth too, to be candid. It's increased my worth to some extent because I started to feel confident from within. I started to like carry myself very high. I started to like rate myself too. So that was how it started. And yeah, that was even when I ventured into modeling. I guess that was even number one thing that made people rate me more, because I was doing this modeling and I was always giving them spice and finesse. Pictures here and there, and that was when my classmates decided to rate me that okay, Ademodela. My friends even used to call me Bella Didn't. Omoyola is a sick man. He still calls me that name, and Rashida too still calls me. She called me Bella Did, but I have one big head friend that calls me Bella Didn't. And it was so nice and exciting because my friends, my circle, they supported what I was doing. They were always rooting for me. I had reassurance that okay, I had this family that I could fall back on. I had these shoulders that I could rest on, and I was also a shoulder for them to rest on, and it was so fulfilling. So that was how it started. From my appearance to navigating my way in modeling space, trying to do the career modeling, though the career later ended because I love money, and to be candid, modeling could not give me the money I wanted. So I just did that thought of okay, making a career with modeling. But to be candid, switching up my appearance and starting modeling was actually it was a starting point for me. It was the starting point for me. Then after that, my first brand was Explore Africa with Demoria, where I was promoting tourism in Africa. Creating content about places in Africa, and that was what launched me into the limelight. I was known in different schools. I was known in UA, and I was known outside UA, outside Ibadan, in different schools around the country. That was when I gained more contact, and I gained more network with people. That was another thing that gave me an edge, when I started running Explore Africa with Demoria. I was out there, my face was out there. You can check the YouTube page out, Explore Africa with Demoria. But I'm still trying to build that brand. I had to so many times I had to go on break, pick it up again, go on break, pick it up again, but we're not stopping. So my first business, which had not made me anything yet. My first brand, so I call it brand. My first brand was Explore Africa with Demoria in 2021. I started it in September 2021. So that was another thing that helped me, my appearance, the modeling and my face being out there as the Moria of Africa, Explore Africa with Demoria. Everyone was started to rate me that okay, you are the Explore Africa with Demoria, you are the Moria. I was doing something for myself, and I felt so fulfilling. That was when everything changed. People that not even give me a damn before, they started trying to mingle with me. They started to associate with me. Some people still form that okay, I don't give a damn about you. I don't give a hoot about you. I don't know who you are, but I know they knew who I am and who I was. But that was it for me. That was how it started. I was just evolving. But the highlights of it started when I ventured into reading self-development book. The first book I would read then was Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was just okay. It was holiday then. It was in 2022 actually. 2021 has passed. It was in 2022. After a long strike like that, I resumed back to school, and I was okay. Let me just try out something new. And I bought some books. One of them was Rich Dad Poor Dad, and when I read that book, that was when I started to take my financial life so serious. That was when my desire for wealth started to like take form, that okay, Maryam, I must make it in this life, I must be wealthy. Then I started forming this burning desire that okay, I must be successful. My financial life must be on game. I must have this financial security, freedom, and independence. So that was when I started reading a whole lot of self-development books, self-help books, started watching self-development videos on YouTube. I started like learning about how to develop myself, how to be this person, how to be that person, how to build confidence, how to make money, how to do this, how to do that. Like that was when I started to like develop myself in all ramifications, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Sometimes some shit will happen and I will just like okay, fall to the bottom, then I pick it up again. And I even started to like invest in my spiritual life. I started to like connect more with Almighty Allah, and I started to take my deen so serious. I started to take my religion very, very serious, my future too very, very serious. I started to like develop myself in all steps. Then despite me trying to say that okay, I was developing myself, I was still trying. I looking back now, I was still trying to seek validation from people out there that okay, I wanted people to know that I was doing well. I wanted them to see that okay, I'm not the Maryam Adebusola and all of those kind of things. I was trying to seek validation. Looking at it now, I thought that okay, I was growing and people needed to know that okay, I was no more the person I used to be. But looking at it, I did not. That was so unnecessary, to be kind. That was the reason now. That is even the reason now I do my things in silence. I grow in silence, and when I smash goals, I smash them in silence. When I make my money, I make them in silence, and when I lose them in silence. You understand? So from 2022, when I started to like read and learn, watch videos, develop myself in all ramifications, and. I took that into 2023, but at a point when I was doing everything, I was trying to make money to eat that financial success, but it was not gelling, it was not looking put together. I was like, it looks like some forces are working against me. Then I had some relapse in my deen, and I just had to like discover myself all over again. This is one thing I need to like make clear. Self-discovery is not something that you just eat once. Just like okay, I've arrived, I've discovered myself. No, you keep discovering yourself all of the time. It's a step, it's a process. You discover this part about you today, you discover that part about you tomorrow. You get to love yourself in this area today, you get to love yourself in that area tomorrow. It's a process, it's a gradual process. It is not something that okay, you just act it once and for all. You have to work and tweak some things. You have to change your plans. You have to do this, do that to unlock the code to self-discovery, to self-love. You have to start with tiny things. You have to start, like when we're talking about self-love now, it has to start with maybe your self-care, taking care of yourself, your body care, your skin care. And yes, talking about skincare, I started to actually, I've always had this good dark skin, but at a point in time around that 2021, then I was doing DIY skincare, but I continued doing DIY skincare. But when it was 2023, I was okay, I had to stop this DIY stuff, and I moved on to buying skincare products. I didn't do more than my body cream, then serum, body cream, skin, even my cleanser. Did I have a cleanser then? Did I doubt I had a cleanser. But I know that okay, body cream and serum, that was my go-to skincare routine. Then this year, that's when I expanded a little bit from body cream, body oil. I don't even use serum anymore, and face cleanser, and I have like 5 stuff that I use for my skincare, and that's it. If you want to make a journey into your self-love. You can start with, okay, acknowledging your wins, your small wins. It may start with, okay, maybe taking care of your skin. It may start with knowing who you are. It may start with taking care of your body. It may even start with your appearance. Anything that will do. So that is what did the magic for me, from appearance, from working on my appearance to working on learning, discovering myself, reading books, watching videos, starting a business, building my leadership skills, among others. I mean, that was how it started. That was when I started learning about, okay, how to be confident, how to react to this, how to build your emotional intelligence, how to be this person, how to be that person. So it's a process. You have to learn, relearn, unlearn. You have to invest in the knowledge of that too. You have to make effort. It's not something that will just come to you once. So that is. Between 2022 2023, I started journaling. So every day I write my affirmations. In my affirmations, I try to claim the things that I aspire, the things that I'm grateful for. I write my gratitude separately, and I write my affirmations separately, and I write my to-do list separately, and some thoughts that just like come into my head that I want to make plans for. Some random thoughts, I put everything down. Every single thought that comes to my head, I put it down. I put it in my journal. So every day I try to write my affirmations to claim those things that I want, so that I can manifest my dreams faster. And I write my to-do list so that my day can be productive. And I express my gratitude, things that I'm grateful for, so that I'll be able to acknowledge the grace of God in my life, the grace that I am enjoying, so that I'll be able to acknowledge them. And it's helped, in a very, to some extent, to a very big extent, it's helped. Though I was not really consistent with it. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't do it, but most of the times I try to do that. But sometimes when I just wake up, I will just do some other stuff. But I felt more fulfilling. I always feel more fulfilling anytime I stick to those routine. So I tried to create a routine for myself. Okay, this is what I'm doing at this time. This is what I'm doing at this time. No, it's not like sometimes, most of my days are flexible. But I know that, okay, there are certain things that I must do before the end of the day. So I don't really like bombarding my day. I will just I'll write out for 5 or 6 things that I must do for the day, and others I just freestyle them. But the important things that I must do before the end of the day, I put them down. And some petty things too that I must do, I put them down. So that will help me to gain clarity, and it gives me this sense of self-fulfillment. Okay, I'm getting closer to this. When you write down your plans, when you write down your dreams of things that you want to do, and you can see them, you try to create plans to achieve them. And the more, when you're taking one like this, you feel fulfilled that, okay, I've been able to do this. There are some that I would not even do, and I'll still, when I'm going through my journal, I will say, okay, I still have to do this. Or sometimes when I'm still writing some other stuff in my journal, I still put it back there. When I'm still writing some stuff in my journal, I still put it back there. There are some things that since 2022 they've been in my journal, and I kept rewriting them, as things I want to do, or as goals that I want to achieve. I kept rewriting them, right? For instance now, what's that thing that I know that has been very, very recurring? There is one particular affirmation that I've been writing for since September 2023, and this is April 2024. I've been writing that single affirmation since September 2023, but I'm not there yet. So it actually keeps me on the ground that, okay, this thing, you must get it done, you must do it. And that's one thing about self-development and journaling. That's one essence of journaling in the journey to self-development, self-discovery, and self-love. So Now I want to share some tips. Enough about my own story, how I've navigated my way to self discovery and self-love. I want to share some key tips to navigate one's way to self-discovery. How to there's some things, there's some processes that one must put in place to not really to reach that because you can never discover yourself in I don't know, that's my opinion and it is unpopular. You can never discover yourself to like you can never discover yourself to like the 100%. You keep discovering yourself every day. So there are some tips that I believe can help when you want to start your journey to self-discovery, and I'm going to share them now. Yeah, the first thing is you have to have that desire, that burning desire. Okay, this is where I'm going. I really want to discover myself. It's maybe like, okay, I really want to discover myself. I really want to know who I am. Or it may be that, okay, I actually want to gain confidence. Or it may be like, okay, I actually want to attain financial stability. I want to attain financial independence. It's just sets that desire. Okay, I want to stop being this kind of person. I want to be the real person that I am made to be. You have to have that burning desire. That's the first thing. So then I realized that I had the desire that I want to stop being the timid Maryam. I want to stop being the Maryam that people just treat the way they like. People treat with disrespect. I want to stop being that Maryam. I want to launch into another realm of Maryam. I want to discover another realm of Maryam, the real Maryam. I want to discover her. So I had that desire, I had that burning desire. And the next thing I did was I put things into plan. Okay, these are things that I must do to get here. So you have to have an organized planning. That's the second step. I told you about journaling. I used to write it. Okay, these are the things that I need to work on. My confidence, I had to work on my confidence. I had to work on my vocabulary. I had to work on my religion, my relationship with God. Because trust me, if you want to really discover yourself, the first thing, I don't know if you are a believer in God, the first thing you have to do in even discovering yourself is connecting to your Creator. And if you are not a believer in God, whatever you believe in, connect to that thing. That's the first thing to even discover yourself, because that's the first thing that gives you peace of mind. It gives you some sense of fulfillment that will even inspire you to become the kind of person that you want to become. So I had an organized planning. Then okay, I put everything out. Okay, these are the things I must do to become this type of person I want to become. I want to build my confidence. Okay, I had a desire to build my confidence. The next thing I did, okay, I have to watch videos on confidence. I have to read books on building confidence. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to practice it. I had to practice that. So the third thing is what I can call talking to your subconsciousness. That okay, this is it. I am this person. That person that you aspire to be, you let it sink into your head that okay, you are that person, or you let it sink into your brain that okay, you are that person already. You start behaving like that person that you want to become. I'm still not confident like that yet. But how I started with my confidence journey was that I started to act confident. When I dress up, I know that okay, more you've killed it. I mean, this is finesse, this is trade, this is tease. I want to act like okay, I'm confident. That's how I fake it till I made it to my confidence level, my confidence era. I try to fake it that okay, I'm confident until I actually became confident. So you have to speak to your subconscious self. You have to speak to your brain. Okay, this is where I am. You want to aspire to become confident. You have to let it sink to you. Tell yourself that you are confident. I am confident. I am confident. You may feel like okay, this is some scam or this may not work, but it actually works. It's what you tell your brain that it will program. So you have to tell yourself, your inner self, your subconscious mind, that you are confident. Or okay, you want to start your journey to self-discovery, you have to tell yourself, okay, this is the type of person that I want to become. So you have to keep telling yourself that okay, I'm that person that I want to become. Then before you know, you start working towards becoming that person. You start doing things that person will do. You start taking steps towards becoming that person, and you start doing things that person you want will do. And another thing is you have to have faith in that kind of person that you want to become. You want to discover the new part of you, or you want to discover the real you, the inner part of you. You have to have faith that you can actually become that person. You can actually discover a new you, a brand new you, a real you, a great you. You have to have faith that you can actually become that person, and you have to keep putting efforts. You have to be persistent with it. That's the last thing, persistence. You have to be persistent about it. You are making efforts, you're making plans, you're working towards discover the new you are working towards loving yourself more than before. So you have to keep putting in those little efforts. You don't have to stop. Sometimes, trust me, it is not as easy as it is said. Sometimes you will just be putting effort, you'll be doing stuff that, okay, so you'll be feeling yourself that, okay, I'm becoming a new person. I am actually entering my soft girl era, I'm entering my rich girl era, I'm entering this era, entering that, okay, I'm becoming a new person. But sometimes you may just relapse, and everything may go the other way. Everything may go haywire. But the thing is, you don't stop. You have to take it again, take little steps again, and keep doing it. Things may not go as you've planned. You may just take a break, take a rest, but you don't stop. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep putting effort to becoming that person that you wish to become. So that's how it is done. That is how a new you can be discovered. That's how you can even get to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, there's no way you can love people. Even if you love other people, it will be at your own detriment. That love is not even love when you don't love yourself. So we are here to hold each other's hand through this journey of self-development, through this journey of personal growth. And I really wish to see us all at the top. So I'm rooting for you, and I hope you are rooting for me too. So please, this is my first real video. Don't forget to subscribe. I take God beg you. Bikono, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my content. If it is useful, you find it useful, like my content, drop your comments. Let's discuss. You can drop your reactions, what you think about it, share your own journey too. You can also share your concerns or your own story too. We can discuss together about it. And please share this video so that others too can learn from it, and we all can grow together. So thank you very much for staying to the very end. Thank you. I hope I get to make more videos. I know that there will be a lot of bloops in this video. I don't know, because I don't know what I've been saying since. But no matter what, I am determined to grow through it. I'm determined to make the best out of it. I know that maybe in 2 years time or 3 years time, when I come back to this video, it'll be I mean, just what have you done here? What's that you're doing? But that is the part of the growth. We grow, we build, and we continue to get better. So bye bye.